tomorrow last after a big win. What do you think about what this game? This feels like kind of a statement that you guys made about the kind of defense that the Texans are going to play.
Man, we're just going to go out there, we're going to play fast, we're going to play physical, we're going to play into the end of the game. You see, it doesn't matter if it's 4 quarters or however long it takes. That's how we feel.
Well, Will and Daniil and everybody, your locker mate here, Kalen, was it inspiring?
I mean, that win is nothing short than inspiring. Just seeing guys go out there, just play hard, play fast, play to the whistle. Somebody make a play, get up, go get in the next play. Like that's just how we swarm every day.
Davis did his thing. You guys went 3-0, and now number 7's ready to come back. What does that mean to have CJ back, and what do you think about Davis different?
Man, Davis is a dog. I mean, Davis is even keel. I've seen him come in and just play the hardest position on the field, which is quarterback. Short notice, and I mean, he just did his thing, man. Like, I'm super proud of him. He inspired the team. Just seeing him go out there and make plays, win games, just do what he can for the offense. Like, he's putting points on the board. He's helping us. We're playing complementary football. I mean, it's amazing.
You've touched on this a bit, but from 0-3 to 6-5, and now you're a playoff contender. What do you think it took for you to get from that, to travel from that point, that low, to this high?
We never stopped believing in ourselves, you know? I mean, I feel like a lot of people probably counted us out, but we didn't listen to the outside noise. I mean, because like CJ said, it's easy to have faith when it's easy. So just having that same faith that we had in each other whenever we were in training camp, grinding with each other and not losing that, man, it's amazing. So just seeing how we could turn around, like we already knew that. We knew that the season started off to the
You're a Georgia guy. Bear Bryant said it takes the faith of a mustard seed. You ever heard that one?
Yes, sir, I have.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's a really good one. I mean, and I feel like that kind of describes us as a team. Like you can just see, like nobody in here ever wavered. Even on week 3, whenever we were down and out, we just kept going. We kept grinding.
Kingdom work, man. Just letting him use us to glorify his name, and it's been awesome, the gifts that he's given us, man. And it's so crazy because we do this little talk, and I was gonna say this, but like I was like, man, like, you know, early on in the season, like we getting a little frustrated with the sacks and everything like that. But like I'm like, man, it's starting to open up for us, man. We just got to keep hunting. And I think tonight was just a perfect example of everybody just hunting relentlessly, man. Like doing whatever it takes. And I think D Hunt hit it on the head when we had our meeting. He was like, bro, empty the tank, like leave her crawling off the field. And like the energy that he brings to our group and the message that he brings, he's like a silent killer. And we really look up to him because it's like, bro, okay. And behind saying we're gonna do it, cause like, bro, we see him do it all the time. But like, he was like empty the tank, man. And I think we did a really good job of that as a whole team.
I saw after one of his sacks, you acted like a child, jumping all over. Like, how much do you enjoy celebrating him in those moments?
Bro, it's huge, bro. Like, I tell these guys all the time, I'm like, bro, I got 5 older sisters. And, like, when I get a chance to be around y'all guys, it's like, bro, this is, like, everything I ever wanted, to have a bunch of older brothers and, like, to see, like, them succeed in everything that they do, to, like, see their hard work paying off. It just makes me happy, like, I'm being a part of it, so it's awesome.
Can you take us through that play where Allen got away from you at the line, and then you chased him down and took him down for 18 yards? Like,
yeah. I think it just goes back to the relentless rush. You know what I'm saying? I think Coach really hit it on the head this week. It's like, man, whatever it takes to get him down, like, you're going to miss him one time, but pop back up and get him again. And, like, it's just crazy. Like, when coaches say stuff, he's like, Coach, I don't really think that's going to happen. But then when they actually have him in real life, he's like, okay, Coach is right. So I think the staff did a really good job of just beating that into our heads. Like, just be relentless with everything that we do this week.
Will, on that
Talk about
sack,
the mentality just of the group.
Yeah.
Earlier this week, you said it's a hunt. They're the Gazelles.
Yeah.
I mean, did you guys actually take that on?
Oh, most definitely. And Coach put up a picture of, like, some wolves and a buffalo, and, like, we just had that energy all week long. Like, man, we got to go hunt. Like, it got to be relentless. Like, no matter what you got going on, no matter how you feeling, bro, it's no weak links out there on the field. Like, if you want a piece of the gazelle, you got to go hunt for the gazelle. So, like, it's just funny, man, seeing everybody scrap for the gazelle, man, but it's fun. It was awesome.
Well, on that sack, you ran over 51 total yards. Did it feel like it? And obviously at the end, you're probably not tired a bit, but the Next Gen Analytics said that you had the longest in terms of yardage traveled to get a sack.
I'm confused.
You ran over the field, you were crisscrossing the field, and you were that's how much ground you had to cover to finish that play.
Oh, yeah, I think it's just, man, we talk about getting out the sack all the time in practice and just being relentless up front, and I think we all did a great job with that this week. I don't think it was just a one-man thing. I think the whole D-line, the whole defense did a good job of swarming, and everybody getting to the ball, everybody getting to Josh and number 4.
You were in an
What about
0-3.
the job that Kalen
He
did for
gets
you?
desperate. He flirts with greatness when he's desperate. Something about it.
Yeah, I mean, he's the MVP. That's what he does. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have a ton of respect for him. He's a great player. He's MVP for a reason. He can get it done with his feet. He can get it done with his hands. He can get it done down the field. We hand the ball off. So that's what makes him great. And we just tried to neutralize some of those things as a defense to slow him down a little
Is
bit.
there a mental aspect to that, though, of, like you say, the relentlessness of
Yeah, it's not getting frustrated. It's everybody keep going. Everybody keep hunting, man, and doing their job to the best of their ability.
Well, you guys were in an 0-3 hole, and you climbed out of it.
Yeah.
How did you do from going from that point to where you are now, which is a winning record and a playoff contender?
Yeah, it's the culture that Coach D'Amico has set here. You know, we always talk about when things go bad, what we lean on. And I think we lean on our swarm mentality, and that's what I love about this group. It's just because everybody perseveres, everybody's persistent, everybody's still chasing the goal. That's the playoffs, that's the Super Bowl, and we're not losing sight of that. And so that's what type of team we have. We just have a resilient team, and it just keeps showing up week in and week out.
What do you think about the job that Kalen?
Will, the other day, Will was talking about the other day about how if you're hunting something, you want to hunt like a pack. What do you think about that mentality?
It's a good mentality to have. It definitely showed up tonight. That one play when Allen was scrambling out, and we turned him back in, and Will came out of nowhere and swooped him up. I feel like that's the kind of mentality he was talking about on that play. But it's something good to have, especially on the defensive line.
You were in an 0-3 hole, and you guys climbed out of it, are now 6-5, and very relevant in the AFC playoff race. What did it take to get from there to here?
It just takes grinding, man. Anything in life, you keep grinding. Eventually, you're just gonna pull through. Just celebrate this win tonight, and just prepare for the next team, and just keep grinding.
8 sacks is hard to do against anybody, but when you're doing it against the reigning MVP and a line that's been together for 3 years, can you maybe even put so for people who've never experienced this or played the game, like what it's like to be that dominant against a really good player and a really good offense?
I mean, all it came down to just being disciplined. Coach D'Amico, he told us what we needed to do. He has great experience in going against quarterbacks like that. So, like, the biggest thing, we just went out there and we were just disciplined and executed the game plan.
Were you able to use Josh's, eagerness to run against him a little bit?
I mean, we knew he was going to make plays with his legs, his arms. That was the biggest thing. And like I said, the biggest thing was just staying disciplined.
Everybody go out there and we got the swarm mentality. We fight to the end, and the defense shows that every single time we step on the field.
Caleb, with all the big plays that Will made, what about the batted pass down there?
It was clutch. Will's the best. Guy comes in every single day. He's intentional with everything he do. Just for him to get that batted pass, it was really clutch for us.
Kalen, the way you were seeing the football and your breaks on the ball, how did you feel about how you were doing that and kind of what was going through your mind as you were making these plays?
Just me using my technique, doing what I do each and every single day. I go out and practice and just take what I do in practice to the game and catch the ball.
Some of your teammates were talking about what it took to go from 0-3, being in that hole, to fighting back to now 6-5 and in the mix for the playoff spot potentially.
We know it's a long season. Started off 0-3. There's ups and downs in the season, but we still got the mindset. We're gonna go out there and we're gonna fight each and every single day. Every time we step on the field, we're gonna try to be the best.
Caleb, you had a moment with Richard Sherman post game. What's it like to get kind of that respect and that recognition from a guy who had been a ball hockey artist?
It's a dream. As a kid, just watching Richard Sherman and that Seahawks defense, we know what that Seahawks defense was about. They was one of the best defenses. So just a guy like that, got to talk to him on Friday after our walkthrough. Got to talk to him, and him just giving me game. And I went out there and I had a hell of a game, and him just showing me love at the end. It was a dream.
Killing the pride that you guys take in not just beating any team, but beating a Bills team that's considered very good and against an MVP quarterback.
We take a lot of pride in that, like you said. Bills, they're a really talented team. We know Josh Allen, like you said, reigning MVP last year. Guy, one of the best quarterbacks in this league.
What makes this defense great?
Obviously, has a great team. We just play all of us come together to actually know what's going on, keep chipping away. That's what we talk about every week. That's all I and so that was awesome. Whenever
hats off to the whole way play. I was definitely just like that. Like when I seen him catch it, as soon as I seen him trying to, I knew what it was. I mean, it was a great play call by them. But even then, like kept going. So, all right, we ran one play at a time. I see what you're doing.
You talk about the play of like a Kalen Bullock tonight. What you guys, we know what the front guys do. So talk about that.
I mean, it goes hand in hand. You talk about 8 sacks. You don't get 8 sacks if you can't cover the guy, and you don't get 2 picks if the rushing isn't getting home. So I think he just did a great job doing what he's done since he got here, which was taking the ball away. He had 3 great plays, 2 interceptions, one at the end to win the game, and then the first fumble. I mean, that was huge because that was completed 3rd down.
Aziz, over here, to climb from 0-3, the hole that you guys were in, to now be 6-5 and to be in the playoff contention, what did it take in terms of resiliency, sticking together, all those intangibles?
You go and listen to the interview that we had 7 weeks ago. It's the same thing I told you 7 weeks ago. It's 1 week at a time. That's what we've done, 1 week at a time. And I know back then you were like, yeah, it sounds good. Now you look here, like you said, with 65 or whatever it is, and you just keep chipping away. At the end of the day, it's the National Football League, the best of the best. You definitely got the best defense in the league. You just got to put it on tape every day.
You are the king of saying 1 week at a time. Can you admit now, like the game like this against a team that's in the playoffs that's done it is like it's big for you all? Like it means a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it means a lot. But again, it's 1 week at a time. You said we lost last week, and I don't think. It means even more. Like we lose some of the games that we ended up winning in the past couple weeks, then us winning this game might not mean anything. If you're,
for somebody so young to be able to take the ball away 3 times, in clutch situations and game-changing situations, that just tells you what kind of team we have.
Tim, what is it like when you guys build when it's 4 sacks, 5 sacks, and everybody's hungry?
We really didn't. This is our first time really going against a team that really dropped back and try to really pass the ball against us and not playing conservative football. So it's amazing to see what we can do when we do get the opportunity.
Tim Will said the other.
No, not at all. They're going to make plays. We knew that they were going to make plays, and you just got to be able to make the next one. Yeah, we did a good job. I feel like we did a good job getting him off the spot. And that's what he's the type of person that once he gets mobile, he's real dangerous. I feel like we were on him, and I feel like we didn't let him get comfortable, and that was the reason we were successful today.
Mean anything more to you against Buffalo?
I mean, shoot, old team, but I'm on to bigger things. I'm on to newer things. I love what I bring here, and the past is the past.
Tim, what do you tell these guys, because you know Josh Allen, what are the things that you maybe throughout the game you're like, all right, reminders or little notes that you're telling your mates?
Trust me, I was there for 2 years. I played with this O-line for 2 years. Last year I feel like I didn't really put a lot of emphasis, but this year I knew who I was going against. I knew what people. I knew what they were. I knew what areas they were weak in, and I knew the areas that they struggled in, and I feel like I did a good job communicating that to the D-line, and I feel like we did a good job at the game planning this week against for this.
Will said the other day, it's like if you're hunting a gazelle, you want the whole pack to eat.
Yeah.
Talk about that mentality of kind of
when you go a game and you get 1 tackle and 2 tackles, and you look back and you be like, dang, what happened? And you see why everybody else had 3 tackles and 1 tackle too. So everybody eats, but I feel like we eat together.
Last one for me. You were 0-3. It was a hole that you guys dug yourselves, but you're now 6-5, and you're in the thick of the playoff hunt. You're very relevant and in the mix. What does that feel like, and what did it take to get to this point?
I feel like in the league, it's a whole season thing. So you got to just have poise and remain to have faith. And just got to just continue to play complimentary football. And we still haven't played our best ball yet. So it's like the fact that we're getting to that point, it's going to be amazing to see what we can do.
Of course, obviously, the way the offense is playing, making big plays when we need to. But I mean, you see the defense, how they played all game. It's just a combination of a bunch of things. It's not just us. It's not just the defense. It's everyone just buying in.
How does it feel when the defense has that type of performance?
Yeah.
And you guys had a little bit of a struggle there in the second half.
It feels amazing. I mean, we can always, rely on them and trust them to go out there and make plays and close the game.
Jaden from 0-3.
Great game, by the way. Where do we go from here? What's the next steps? Where are we going?
We just gotta take it one game at a time, and prepare and get ready for next week.
Jaden, from 0-3, a tough start to the season, to now have a winning record, what does it feel like to have climbed out of that hole and to be in the thick of the playoff hunt?
Yeah, it feels good. I mean, that's just what we prepare every day to do. We just got to continue to, be strong in our process and, just continue to take it game by game.
We already know nothing changed with Davis throughout the game. What did change overall in the second quarter when y'all got going?
Yeah, just some plays here and there that we were able to make. Just some little adjustments that we made coming in at halftime. Just the little things. When we're on our details, we're hard to stop.
How about the job the O-line did?
You said
how about the job the O-line did?
They did amazing. They did amazing, creating big lanes for Nick and Woody. And running backs did great as well.
Jaden, C.J. Stroud is coming.
Obligations, you have responsibilities to get ready for the next series, but do you get to enjoy the show that's going on? I mean, how do you get to see what these guys were able to do tonight?
For sure, yeah. Watching the defense going out there and getting after the quarterback is crazy. They had 8 sacks tonight, so it's crazy to just see them. The D-line, how they play, and then of course our secondary is great as well.
Jaden, as you said, C.J. Davis has done such a good job with C.J. out. What would it mean for you guys to have C.J. back for the Colts game?
Yeah, it would mean everything. I'm sure he's hungry and thirsty and ready to play, and he's definitely going to come out there whenever he comes back and just sling it around.
Look, Texans rookie safety Jalen Reed. Jalen, did you know you were going to play that much all week?
I really didn't know. I was just prepared to go in at any moment. That's something I've been prepared to do since a couple weeks ago. So I just been prepared to go in at any moment. Just when my number is called, just go out and show out.
For you guys to beat not just any team, but to beat a Bills team with an MVP quarterback and for the defense to play the way it did against him, is this significant and meaningful to you?
Yes, no, for sure. We needed that win. We needed to get over the hump. We was 5-5. We needed that win. We got a tough stretch coming up this next 2 games. So we needed that win. That was a good win that we needed.
Guys were talking about how you guys stuck together in an 0-3 hole. Nobody panicked, and that probably is a testament to you guys and the heart you have. And now you're 6-5 and in the mix to compete for a playoff spot, which is the goal. How did you guys do it?
Just staying together. We one unit. Especially I'm gonna speak for the defensive side. We one unit, so we all go out together. We play hard, swung to the bar. So we just gotta keep working every single day.
Now some rest, and then another big game, a really big game in the division against Indianapolis.
No, for sure. We got these next 3 days to recover, get our bodies right. But when we come back on Monday, it's time to work. We gotta go ready, get this done.
And with number 7 coming back too.
No, for sure.
It means a lot, man, to turn around with the guys and short game plan and go out there and try to just execute the best that we could and to get the dub. And shout out to the defense, man. They balled out. They played amazing all 4 quarters, just hunting and swarming, making their quarterback super uncomfortable. And we just knew we had to protect and run the ball. They give up a lot of yards in the run game, so that was the game plan going in, so we feel pretty good about it.
Not everybody could see the vision, and obviously it looked a little cloudy at 0-3.
Yeah.
What did it take for you guys to go from 0-3 to 6-5 and being a playoff competitor?
I think it's just really taking it one game at a time, knowing that we got each other back. And the defense, they give us all the confidence in the world as an offense. Like, we know we're going to get chances, we're going to get shots. And that just helps us out mentally. It's not, I wouldn't say pressure, but us having 3 and outs, it's kind of unacceptable. Sometimes I feel like, the defense going down the field and getting us stops to turn around and get us the ball. We just got to be more efficient offense because we could have closed the game out. Last
one for me, two-part question. Just what do you think about what Davis did, and now you get number 7 back? How good does that feel?
Oh, I feel good, man. Davis has done an incredible job. He's a fearless leader, a guy that you can lean on. We all look at him, as a guy that's just a good player, and we love him to death, man. So I'm glad that when he got in, he stepped up and kept the standard.